What flavour's the strawberry shaped one?
I think it's lemon.
Well,
Yeah, go on. You're gonna clear that mess up.
yeah. Where's makeup? If I fall asleep mid-sentence, just
Slap you.
like you normally do. Where's the cat? It's even he's f***ed off. It's estimated that around 80% of consumers are regularly listening. Shut up. Are regularly listening to music on headphones. So try adding some binaural elements to your mix to give people an unexpected treat when they are listening on headphones. But what are binaural elements? Well, binaural recording has been around since 1881 when Theatrophone, an array of crap carbon telephone microphones, was placed along the front of the Opera Garnier in Paris, with the subsequent signal being fed to subscribers over the telephone system. This was 1881. They were required to listen on a special headset, I told you I was tired, which contained a speaker for each ear, basically headphones. The novelty wore off because it was crap, and the idea largely died until a radio station in Connecticut started making binaural radio broadcasts some 40 years later. However, there was a slight technical issue, the issue being that stereo broadcasting hadn't been invented yet. And so the left channel was broadcast on one radio frequency and the right channel was broadcast on another. Listeners had to own two identical radio sets, tune one into the left and one into the right, and then plug a single earpiece into each one. The novelty of that unsurprisingly wore off, and nothing really happened with binaural technology until Lou Reed released the first commercially available binaural pop record, Street Hassle, in 1978. This was okay. Listen to the string intro on the title track or the guitar intro on Dirt to get an idea of the effect, but it was probably ahead of its time because binaural recordings need to be listened to on headphones, and headphones were considered a massive arseache in the 1970s. Most people were listening to music on good old-fashioned hi-fi or in the car, and headphones weren't very good and a bit of an inconvenience. But now 3D audio is seeing something of a resurgence even. With so many people listening on headphones, the whole online BDSM community...
It's ASMR.
Yeah, those people making use of it, and Dolby Atmos using binaural processing to replicate the 3D environment on headphones. And this is good because we had quad sound in the 70s and surround took off a couple of decades later, but the thorn in its side has always been the technology, getting people to buy into it, getting them to try and set it up properly. And for music reproduction, well, the Stones did some 3D stuff last century, but the fact is you probably don't want to hear Keith Richards strumming away behind you and Mick Jagger flying around your head. If you're listening to a Stones record, you want to imagine the band in front of you, not sneaking up behind you. Although in the case of, I don't know, something like a Jedward record, it might be nice to hear them leave the studio in glorious 3D immersive audio, followed by the firm locking of the doors, maybe some muffled gunfire in the car park. But anyway, why am I even suggesting this? And don't you need an expensive dummy head to make a true binaural recording? Well, yes, you do, but most DAWs will have a year planner. I said year planner, my internal spell checker went wrong. But most DAWs will have a binaural panner. Here's the one in Logic. This allows you to pan around in supposedly 360 degree space. Well, that doesn't work because it's crap, and in music we don't even want it to work because binaural recording is great for orchestral recordings in a great space, blah blah blah. But what we are doing, I don't know, it could probably add an extra sense of space that might be worthwhile, especially if you add some elements of sound design into your recordings, as we suggested in Mix It Like a Movie in episode 1 or whatever it was called. Backing vocals, why not just try them not just that way but that way? Hip hop producers not using backing tracks, yes, both of you. Instead of making your hi-hat sound like cicadas, why not use fucking cicadas and throw them over your left shoulder? I don't know. This video's gone way too long as a crap idea. I'm bored now and I want to go home. This was a really stupid idea. Apologies for the shit tip. Don't use binaural stuff in your mix unless you're a see you tomorrow, maybe.